Proven what I've done before, and again with me, age-old story of step too far, been doubted here, there, everywhere, and it's not the right fight, or it's the wrong opponent, or that's your ceiling, that's your level. But ultimately, no one knows my level aside from me, and I believe I can go all the way to the top. I don't believe there's a man that can stand in front of me and make it through the 12 rounds with me. Look, again, good as a fighter Daniel is, he's been in with some good guys. I don't think he's the man to do it either.
No, it's good. Take disrespect lightly, Dan.
Breaking news. During the face-off, Daniel Dubois suddenly loses patience and steps in with a sharp open hand slap straight across Fabio Wardley's face. The sound cracks through the room. Security rushes in instantly. Fabio Wardley stays locked in and doesn't step back. The face-off just turned into real chaos.
And go to points.
Break him down and knock him out. You know,
break him down and knock him out.
Yeah, boxing one-on-one.
No one's broke you down. No one's knocked you out.
Not as of yet.
Yeah.
Not as of yet. People have broke him down and knocked him out though.
No, he's confident, so I need that. I need that type of fighter. He's confident, I need to take that O from him.
Overconfident?
The tension is boiling over again. Daniel Dubois looks ready to flip the table as emotions take control. Fabio Wardley keeps it calm but refuses to play nice. No handshake. Just cold energy. This is no longer respect. This is rivalry turning dangerous.
We know tables being flipped in this, but I also can sense the tension between two guys, one a champion, one a former champion, and two guys that I think generally can hurt each other from the very first bell. So this is going to be a dangerous one. Do we get a nice handshake between the two of you?
Of course. Fist bump. Let's go. Let's go.
Why a fist bump over a handshake?
Why not?
It's a gentleman's sport. Normally there's a handshake.
It started sizing me up already.
Johnny Nelson points out the real strategy behind the chaos. The whole idea is to break focus and trigger emotion. And that is exactly what happened in the face-off. Daniel Dubois got drawn into that intensity and Fabio Wardley stayed composed. That contrast is what made the slap moment possible.
Now, getting back to it, and that's what they're all been trying to do. You know, because he's thinking, if I can get this man angry, get this man mad, then he'll deviate from his...
Eddie Hearn already knew this was going to explode. He is literally talking about security stepping in before anything even happens. That tells you how dangerous the energy is between Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley. After that slap moment, things are clearly out of control.
You honestly think if these two come together like this, you know what's going to happen?
So what
I'm going to keep them apart by a wall of security.
Fabio Wardley sounds fully locked in here. He is not just talking about power. He is talking about endurance and heart. He believes he can knock Daniel Dubois out at any moment, early or late. That confidence is dangerous. But against a puncher like Dubois, that is a serious risk.
The best competitor out there I can find who's available, who wants to scrap and get it all.
All your fights, bar one, all your wins bar one have been by knockout. That's kind of what you do, right? It's written on the tin, as they say. You expect to knock out Daniel Dubois. I mean, we've seen you go points, the draw with Fraser Clark, you can go deep in fights, but you expect to knock this man out.
Yeah, look, I've done it before in terms of going the distance. It's something I know I've got in the locker. It's something I know I can do, but also, like you say, as a proven record, I knock people out. And whether that be first, second, third round, or 10, 11, 12, I carry that power all the way through. I carry that heart, determination, and game all the way through. Every minute of every round, I'm in the fight. There's not a second of the fight where you think I'm down and out.
Daniel Dubois is not looking for an easy comeback. He wants danger. He wants a real fight straight away. That tells you everything about his mindset. He is hungry to prove a point. But jumping straight into this level against Fabio Wardley, that is fearless and risky.
As the champion, you obviously have a say in this fight as well. Why did you want to go straight into this one after a defeat? Most people have an easier one after a defeat, just to kind of get back on the horse, so to speak. You've gone straight into what many consider the #2 heavyweight in the world. Why have you gone straight there?
I think it's perfect for me. This fight, you know, you ain't a southpaw or anything like that. This is the domestic scrap I need. This is, you know, juicy for me. You know, this is proper boxing now. Back at home.
I'm coming out southpaw, so he's gonna be.
Old sparring history suddenly comes back into focus here. Fabio Wardley admits Daniel Dubois had the better of him back then, but both fighters are clearly evolved now. That respect mixed with rivalry makes this current matchup even more unpredictable.
Have you guys ever sparred each other?
Yeah. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah? How long ago? What are we talking?
7 years, 8 years maybe.
Do you both remember that? Mm-hmm. How did that sparring go? Not that that means anything come fight night. It's a long time ago. You're a different fighter. You're a different fighter. How did that go?
I went well, but in the early days, he got the better of me.
Yeah?
We'll say that. I got no problem with that whatsoever.
Do you remember those sparring?
Yeah, it's just like he said. He's come on since then now, so.
We've grown a lot since then for both parts. I'm nowhere near the fighter I was that many years ago. And in the fights he's had, he's grown and changed and adapted as well. Like, you have to. Like, if you want to stay at the high level of this game, that's what you have to do. But even in them, like you say, in those 7, 8 years I've changed, but not just that. Even in the last 2, 3 fights I've changed. I've grown, developed, got better, adjusted, changed, weathered storms, figured it out. Like, I've gone through milestones and you can watch them from fight to fight to fight, the adjustments I make. So all I'm proving is that I'm constantly learning and that I'm
Both fighters are fully accepting the violence this fight could bring. No illusions anymore. They know it will be brutal, messy, and painful. But that is exactly why both Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley are embracing it. This is where pride and legacy collide.
You both smile when I say that, where for me it's quite scary. Do you accept that this is going to be one of those painful fights?
Yeah, I think that's a given. Whether it be him, Joseph Parker, AJ, Fury, Usyk, whatever. At this level of the game, there's no easy rides no more. There's no comfy cruise through the win and have it nice and easy. Like, it's gonna be a scrap. And especially with the way we two go at it, yeah, there's gonna be a few cuts, a bit of blood, and all the rest to go with it.
You liking that?
Blood sport, yeah. I love it.
Why? Why do you love that danger to it?
Nah, this is, you need to take chances if you want to be great. If you want to be great and do something, to go down in history for, you need to take chances and risks, and this is what we are, it's what we live.
Behind the scenes, there is clear tension and unfinished business around Daniel Dubois. Even outside the ring, questions about stability and timing are circling. That kind of pressure can quietly build before a major fight like this one against Fabio Wardley.
Privately, Daniel's father in particular, he recognized what I've done for Daniel and the father. And I too recognize what they done for me as a coach. So it's a mutual thing. Like I said, it was a sudden ending, and that doesn't sit well with me in the way that it ended. I haven't got this entitlement that I must be Daniel Dubois' coach.
No, fair enough.
But the timing of it, when 48 hours prior to me being dismissed, sacked, the conversations I was having with Daniel's father didn't suggest. No, that's the only thing that doesn't sit well with me. But like I said, I've digested it, I've acknowledged it, accepted it, processed it, and I've accepted it, and life.
The person who I'd have as the favourite, and obviously that's Fabio Wardley. His resume in his last 4 or 5 fights have been really good, as was Daniel Dubois before the Usyk fight. So it depends what the Usyk fight took out of Dubois. Will he be questioning himself, being accused of quitting again? Could have got up by certain people in the press, things like that, and these things will be playing on his mind, and it's whether he can come out and say, right, I'll fucking show yous, or he'll go within himself a little bit. I think it'll be the former, but I think the hand speed of Fabio Wardley will cause Dubois problems. He can be hit clean. Obviously, Wardley will have to be on high alert and can't afford to really make one mistake. But he is.
Carl Frock is raising a serious question about Daniel Dubois' mindset here. It is not about power or ability anymore. It is about desire when things get tough. Dubois has power, no doubt, but questions still linger about what happens when he is pushed deep. Fabio Wardley, on the other hand, has not been tested against elite punchers consistently, which adds real uncertainty to this matchup. Frocka's take adds pressure on both fighters in a different way. Dubois must prove he has the mentality to match his physical tools, while Wardley must show he can handle elite-level firepower. This fight suddenly becomes about mental toughness as much as skill or strength.
You do wonder, when it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hooney, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweights. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it'd hurt. But somebody like me who's got a granite chin, I think I'd be...
Duke McKenzie breaks it down in a very raw way here. In heavyweight boxing, everything can end in a single shot, and that makes this fight extremely dangerous from the opening bell. Daniel Dubois is being questioned on movement and adaptability, but his experience at world level cannot be ignored. Fabio Wardley is also dangerous because his style matches well with pressure fighters and punchers. This is why McKenzie warns not to blink. Both men are built to exchange, not survive cautiously. That makes this matchup explosive from the first second. One clean shot could completely change everything in this fight.
And as you know, in heavyweight boxing, unlike any other weight division, you're one punch from victory, one punch from disaster. So it's not a question of the first one to land, because Dubois, there isn't enough lateral movement. You can only teach him so much. Dubois he's been to the top of that tree. He's tasted world title success. He knows what it is to be a world champion. You can't really improve when you've been a world champion. I mean, you never stop learning, but it's whether you can actually take that and put it into action. For me, there's not enough movement from Daniel Dubois. And once those bullets start getting fired, then mate, once those shots start coming in, boy, someone's getting knocked out. It's gonna be, you know what, their styles are gonna blend so well. Because like I say, they're both punchers, they both box reasonably well, they both got reasonably good stamina, and as soon as that bell goes, mate, don't blink, it's gonna be, boy, you know what, like I say, I'm quite excited about that one.
Tyson Fury sees this as a true 50-50 British heavyweight clash. Both Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley are in their physical prime, and that makes this matchup even more unpredictable. Fury highlights the danger factor clearly. One clean shot can decide everything. Neither fighter is past their best, which means no excuses and no easy moments inside the ring. This is pure power versus power, hunger versus hunger. The physicality alone makes this fight dangerous, but the mental edge will decide who survives when the pressure rises. For fans, this is exactly the kind of heavyweight war that delivers chaos from start to finish.
Their camp.
I think Wardley's a good fighter, and I think the Daniel Dubois fight is a very good fight. I think it's a great fight for British boxing. Two British heavyweights knocking lumps off each other, and these are two big punches, and whoever lands first with the best shot will win.
What makes him dangerous, you think?
Oh, they're all dangerous, all heavyweights, yeah, they're all very dangerous. These guys are 6'4", 6'5", 18 stone wrecking machines. Look how they're built. They're built like Greek gods, carved out of stone. They're training, they're young, they're ambitious, dangerous.
And then Daniel versus Fabio Wardley, who do you think will win?
They're both in their prime, both fresh, both young, and it's a real fight where it's not like one's past it and one isn't. They're both in their prime, so I think the fans are the real winners here. They get to see a 50-50 fight between two big heavyweights.
I wonder if Fabio Wardley is going to fall for that call out, because one thing about Fabio, he just got the belt. He just got the belt, and he wants to prove that he's a legitimate champion, and I think doing so is to beat another one that was a legitimate champion, Daniel Dubois. But what does it mean for Fabio Wardley to be wanted, right? To be sought after? I think it's an opportunity for Fabio Wardley to make some serious cash.
Spencer Oliver is pointing at the real foundation of Daniel Dubois as a fighter, and that is his mindset under pressure. Physically, Dubois has always been dangerous with size, strength, and real knockout power, but elite heavyweight boxing is never just about physical tools. It is about how a fighter reacts when things start going wrong in the ring. If Daniel Dubois enters this fight with full belief and mental sharpness, he becomes a completely different level of threat. That version of him does not hesitate, does not break rhythm, and can finish a fight in seconds. Fabio Wardley will be aware of this as well, because a confident Dubois is extremely unpredictable and explosive. This is why mindset becomes the silent deciding factor in this matchup. Both fighters can punch, both can hurt each other, but the real question is who stays composed when pressure builds, when shots land clean, and when fatigue starts to kick in deep into the fight. That mental edge could decide everything.
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and like, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
It's mind trick. It's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Duke McKenzie is breaking down the real evolution of Fabio Wardley since becoming world champion. That small percentage improvement he talks about is actually massive at elite level, because it separates contenders from fully developed champions. His win over Joseph Parker showed that he is not just a puncher, but a fighter who can go through difficult phases and still find a way to win. That is a dangerous trait in heavyweight boxing. At the same time, Daniel Dubois brings his own technical strengths into this fight, especially his jab, which has troubled elite opponents before, including Anthony Joshua in their encounter. If both fighters rely on their jab as the main weapon, this fight becomes much more tactical than people expect. It is no longer just power versus power. It becomes about timing, distance control, and who can establish rhythm first. The fighter who wins the jab battle could control the entire pace of this heavyweight clash.
His name, because Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab. And if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then it's a battle of...
Ade Oladipo is reacting like someone who fully understands how dangerous this matchup really is. Fabio Wardley is praised for his raw punching power and finishing ability, but at the same time there is always the concern about how much punishment he absorbs in fights. That makes every exchange risky for him, especially against someone like Daniel Dubois, who also carries serious knockout power. Dubois, on the other hand, has been tested at the highest level against names like Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk, which gives him valuable experience under pressure. That is why this fight keeps coming back to a 50-50 discussion among analysts. There is no safe prediction here because both fighters can end the fight instantly if they land clean. It is a true heavyweight collision where styles, power, and mentality all collide at the highest level. One moment of accuracy or one mistake in defense could completely decide the outcome of this fight.
Jesus Christ, man. That's just sensational. Honestly, that is just brutality at its best. I have picked against Fabio 2 or 3 times. I will never pick against him again. That being said, I picked against Dubois a couple of times. I think it's 50-50, and this isn't fencing because I 51-49 Fabio. Fabio can crack, unlike any heavyweight I think right now in the division, but he takes a lot of punishment. Like, we've seen it, and I don't think you can take that type of punishment early from Dubois. But it's a tremendous fight. And look, if it does happen, credit to both. Credit to Dubois. To do Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ, Usyk, Wardley is better than any run minus Usyk in the heavyweight division. And, by the way, Parker was supposed to be squeezed in there as well.
This fight between Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley is shaping up to be one of the most dangerous heavyweight clashes in British boxing right now. Both men carry real knockout power, and both have shown in different moments that they can change a fight with a single clean shot. Daniel Dubois enters with something to prove. After criticism, setbacks, and questions about his mentality in big moments, this is the perfect stage for him to respond in the most brutal way possible. If he wins here, it does not just add another victory to his record, it rebuilds his reputation and pushes him right back into the world title picture where he believes he belongs. Fabio Wardley, on the other hand, is stepping in with confidence at an all-time high. As a world champion, he now carries that extra belief that comes with beating top-level opposition and surviving tough fights like Joseph Parker. If he wins this fight, it becomes a defining moment in his career. It would prove that he is not just a puncher, but a true elite-level heavyweight capable of handling pressure, skill, and power at the highest stage. Mentally, this is where the fight becomes unpredictable. Dubois brings raw aggression and finishing instinct. Wardley brings momentum and belief that he can hurt anyone at any time. Neither man is comfortable going backwards. That alone guarantees danger from the opening bell. One mistake in timing, one lapse in defense, or one clean connection could end everything instantly. This is not a technical chess match. This is a full-scale heavyweight war where both fighters are looking to take the other out. Fans are not expecting rounds of feeling out. They are expecting violence, pressure, and a fight that could end at any second. Now I want to hear from you. Who wins this heavyweight war? Daniel Dubois or Fabio Wardley? And more importantly, how does it end? Early knockout, late stoppage, or surprise decision? Drop your prediction in the comments and make sure you subscribe for more boxing.